Hello, YouTube, and welcome to episodes 4 and maybe 5 of Symphogear Axis. Welcome back this week. It is Symphogear Friday. It is about 5 p.m. on Symphogear Friday, which makes it a little bit fraught. That's why I said what I said in the start. Plan is today, I'm going to do 4, and then we'll see what happens. Because tomorrow I know that I work, but I don't know when until. because my employer is very well organized. So if it goes really poorly, then it'll be 1. But if it goes well and I have a couple extra hours tomorrow, I'll try to do the extra episode just so we're getting a little bit of momentum. I've noticed throughout this week I've gone 1 episode of each show, which is generally what I'd not try to do because then the next week there's an expectation that all of those shows have 2 episodes, and that's just not feasible at the moment. So hopefully I can get this done, and then at least we're jumping into 2 episodes of Monogatari, 2 episodes of Revue Starlight. And yes, I said Revue Starlight. Revue Starlight is the newest show on the channel in kind of that midweek slot. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first episode, so check that out at your leisure. I know there's a fair bit of crossover between Symphogear and that show, so check it out. Yeah, I can definitely see the similarities for sure. Got the YouTube comments up here. We'll go through these relatively quickly and then dive into episode 4. Wrong title by Zemodus. Z. Yeah, the title had the wrong number on it, and then I fixed it within 10 minutes of upload, which is pretty good on my part. I'm normally a little bit slower with that. Yeah, again, it's just me being tired in the mornings and not labeling things correctly, which, is seemingly becoming a habit, which is bad. Next comment here by Bamps. Chris always has a Rose theme. You could say maybe it's a Guns N' Roses theme, kind of the match with the rock band aesthetic she has going on. And yeah, I could definitely see that. Guns, Roses, and stupid lyrics and songs. That's kind of Chris's bag. Next comment here by Trails to the Plus. Kind of a correction from last week's comment, kind of a little bit of sarcasm potentially calling the Alchemy Trio's energy villainous. Yeah, they're definitely not evil, I wouldn't say. No. Yeah, there's a girl with a frog plushie. I don't think that's particularly villainous. Yeah, Chris really can't catch a break. We're kind of continuing down this line that's basically been present throughout the entire show, but I think this is the most we've given it focus thus far, introducing new characters, getting to the root of the problem. So I don't feel like it's retreading ground in a way, which would have been the danger with including this again. I think we're doing a good job so far, so hopefully we keep on that track. Hopefully we see something poignant. Hopefully we see some concrete finalistic movement for Chris on this front, but again, there's still another season, so what is Chris going to do? Maybe she just chills out, I don't know. Pirate Fine is basically my favorite thing ever, so happy to see Pirate Fine whenever I can. So I don't know what a Sanjaman is, but the real Sanjaman was supposedly a master of various pseudosciences, including alchemy during the 1700s. That would explain the pirate ship and kind of that being present on that pirate ship and then still being alive and looking the same. Again, essentially immortal. You're an alchemist, right? What was the deal with Carol in the end? How was she maintaining that form? I guess she had copies or whatever. It was weird. But, alchemy, Philosopher's Stone, it makes sense, right? And yeah, I will say the main plot of Axis is slow initially, but I think we're doing a good job keeping it interesting by making things as ridiculous as possible. Like we have massive surfboard thing bumping into thing at the end of last episode, which was just fucking cool. And we have truly ridiculous stuff like the whole airship sequence, and then we have genuinely cool stuff like the plane sequence and that kind of thing. So we're keeping it fresh in that way, in the action sense, whilst the plot is maybe just starting to get going. This also promises that, hey, it's pretty slow in the early episodes, implying that maybe it quickens up at a certain point and it gets really cool. So holding out for that for sure. Our lead into the next episode is definitely intriguing. So taking some solace in that. Next comment here by Bamps. Kind of the lack of a proper training montage in GX is more than made up for by the opening, which has its training montage in it. Mario in the boxing ring. Kind of like mixed martial arts to me, but yeah, it was fucking cool. So shout outs to that. The most Symphogear line in the entire show. I would Yeah, I agree. This is like Symphogear thesis statement, right? We don't care about reason, right? We're all about fist. I know it says first, but it's meant to say fist. This is like basically the entire show in like 4 words. So shout outs to that. That's really good. Because like invincibility, we have established invincibility as a thing. Like this thing can't die. Then the punch hamster rolls up and says, "Fuck you! I'm just gonna punch it and it's gonna die." Like that's just awesome. I love that. We're gonna stick with Big Snack as well. We're not gonna try the whole Aztec naming thing. I can hardly pronounce English. I don't know how I'd go with that. Oh yeah, pole vaulting an aircraft. Yeah, I guess they kind of did. It was yeah, similar to the suplexing of the space shuttle the last season. So kind of reflecting that in a way, which is cool. The FAS Girls trio song, which was kind of at the end of episode 1, reappeared in the end of episode 2, and it was quite good. Yeah, kind of the equivalent to the previous season's Radiant Force, which was one of my favorite songs. This one didn't disappoint either. I think I used the word triumphant, which is definitely what it feels like for me. I like, yeah, Mario just punches like I think it was Cagliostro in the face, which was kind of epic. Pirate Fine, always shouting at Pirate Fine. Elf9 homework arc. Yeah, I guess she is just working on Linka now, huh? And the music lead in to the ED this season is one of the favorites. I'll have to keep an eye out for it because I can't remember it off the top of my head right now. But yeah, apparently builds hype for the next episode. Seraph Armoros with the reply here as well. Maria, arguably the weakest member, probably physically, like training with a literal ninja in kind of an attempt to get stronger physically. I think that's some small little mini characterization that's pretty well done. Bonnie returns with some more stuff about episode 3. Yeah, the auto scorers, this one could pose quite a problem. Yeah, Tiki. Tiki's a little bit weird. Tiki's giving me bad vibes. I don't know why. Yeah, pick a fight with a god. Yeah, we'll see. That's our lead in, yeah? Yep, Symphogear's always good at destroying heals. Favorite shot of the episode is when the alchemists are just like looking on as Tsubasa and Maria just like kind of water ski away. I think it was posted on Discord. I found it quite humorous. Yeah, it's just kind of very matter of fact, like, oh, they're getting away. Oh no. Like, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I think this is the best description of it. Let's turn Tsubasa's sword into a rocket that launches the punch hamster while we're all Gynax posing. Just, yeah, Symphogear's fucking cool. Vopa's with me on the kind of Pirate Fine Illuminati kind of pirate sequence thing. That would make a good spin-off. I'm with you. I like pirates. Pirates are cool. Seraph Armoros with a little bit of lore here as well. The mechanism, again, I'm bad at this. It's actually, existing in our real world. It's pretty cool. Ancient Greek orrery machine used to calculate the position of the planets that dates back to the 2nd century BCE. I guess in Symphogear universe, it's also a relic. Okay, I did not know about this, but it is used to power up Tiki, and Tiki's gonna do some fuck shit. So we're looking forward to that. Vitaly Kuzmin, a few more Symphogear reaction moments, which is always fun. Shouting out my favorite line in the episode too, the fist 1, reason 0. Yeah, Miku's phone, just having like random pictures of Hibiki, for sure. And yeah, kind of a correction here, just kind of our lead in. So no, it's not getting a god to maybe fight our Symphogear girls to try and kill them. Wants to destroy the curse of Balal, so they'll have to fight God. And because it's a god who put like the curse of Balal in place in the first place, then maybe that's what they're doing. If they just want to summon a god, they can do it now without taking out the girls first. So I thought that was part of the plan, that we're going to take out the Symphogears first and then go and do that. But again, we're going to have to see. That's what this next episode is about pretty clearly. Next comment here by Bamps, loving Maria's fighting style. And the call out of her training with Ogawa is part of that. So Maria, in contrast to the rest of the cast that have their own little thing, she's a little bit more varied. She'll use whatever she can that's best for the moment in the fight. So her sword, 2 swords, multiple swords, shooting laser beams, the horizon cannon, or sometimes she just throws hands. She straight up fucking punched Cagliostro in the face. I remember that. Not using her armed gear at all, just punch, face, done. And it worked, right? She's very resourceful in that way. Okay, I like this as a shout out. It's something I probably didn't even notice. And yeah, okay, she punched Gary back in GX7 as well, without even being transformed. So yeah, so that's why she's training with with Ogawa, kind of honing that side of her arsenal. She's very, what's the word? She's very tricky. She's going to be a tricky fighter in the future if she continues to do things like this. A tough opponent for sure. Something I'm going to have to watch going forward. I haven't really talked much about fighting styles other than Hibiki, who just like punches things, and Chris that just like shoots randomly into the sky sometimes. I don't know. It's something I haven't really even thought about. So maybe that's another lens to observe the fights from for sure. Next comment here by Ravenfield. Finally, very happy to see the episode. Apparently, finally I'm on to not GX AXZ 2 and 3, which apparently were two that he was looking forward to. So shout outs to that. And yeah, big old Kosogva comment this time. So we'll have another read here. So yeah, end of World War II, Latin America. I knew about some of this from history, but I didn't know this kind of supernatural side to it that apparently is real and something that came up in Evangelion and DC Comics as a part of their potential lore building stuff. I don't remember it in Eva. I remember the lance, but I don't remember the Germany part to it. But anyway, I could be wrong there. I could just be reading this incorrectly. It could be like this starting here to this starting here. Anyway, like this is probably where the season is called Axis, yeah? Now that I'm thinking about it, that makes way more sense, right? So Axis, 4 energies potentially, a blanket term used for various magical, alchemical, supernatural, and other speculated things that may bring miraculous victory and superiority over allied powers, if I can speak. I didn't, yeah, is this real? I didn't know about this at all. They were like doing like voodoo shit? That's crazy. Shouts out the opening. The countdown's one of the sickest parts. I agree. Yeah, there's just like a ton of cool shit. I really like the action in the opening. I think it's one of the standout aspects. Yeah, but compared to other openings where I think it's a little bit messier. Shouting at the contrast between Maria's triumphant song and the technical loss of the fight, but what they didn't do is lose anybody. They saved people, and I think that's where the victory lies, not in defeating the enemies, but saving the people, right? That's a lot of what Symphogear is about, right? Actually going and saving the people rather than focusing on revenge, right? Yes, Hibiki has the power of God and anime on her side, for sure. Yeah, no more football for Stefan, too. He's dead. Well, he's not dead. That's part of the problem, right? He's not dead. He got his leg chopped off. But yeah, no more football for sure. Elf9's gone crazy, getting cheek pinches, getting head pats. We love it. Pirate Fine. Yep, true. Oh, Tiabu also mentioned this when he watched the show. Okay, like kind of the similar hair between Tiki and Hibiki. But she has like the 3 ahoge going off the top. What a powerful dumb is inside that dome of hers, right? Yeah. She doesn't seem like the smartest tool in the shed. That's not the impression at all. The sharpest tool in the shed. Maybe I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Again, it's very late. Airport fight slaps. True. And yeah, there's a bunch of stupid shit with Kiriko and Shirabe. Like, they just keep pulling out the stops, huh? Like, the random stuff that they just like, oh, I can do this now. It's like, since when? Since when can you do that? Yeah, that fight is way tighter than the opening one, if not less fun. You know what I mean? It's a trade-off there, I think. Fist 1, Reason 0, we've been through that. The ED has some imagery. The Max lyrics about scorching footsteps as the animation shows life sprouting anew in its wake. I wanted to comment about this. I think I did. There you go. I said the exact same thing. Okay, good. Okay. Smart. Because I'm like, yeah, I noticed that. I wonder if I said that. I do that a lot with this channel where I'm like, I noticed that, and then I'll read a comment. I'm like, I thought I talked about that, and then I just didn't talk about it. I think when I'm doing the second half, when I'm going back through the episode, I don't really remember what I said during the reaction, so I really repeat myself a lot, and I try not to. So maybe I just leave stuff out as a result. It's a weird one. Yeah, the Lydian theme, hearing it again was nice. It was a little bit of an anticlimax coming off what I thought was going to be another fight into just, oh, we ran away now, bye. But yeah, it was nice to hear again. Yeah, Tiki's kind of crazy. I like that. Based off, yeah, the Greek thing we were talking about before, predicting all sorts of, I guess, astrological things. Who was on the phone? How was phone? I don't know. We're going to find out. It's like some Dr. Claw shit. The panning shot of the relics behind Genjiro. Yeah, I didn't notice this at all. I can go back and maybe see some relics I can recognize from the past. That'd be cool. Miku's lock screen is from the GX OVAs apparently. Oh yeah, she did take some pictures. I remember in the swimsuits. She was going crazy. It was all very gay. I remember that. Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah. Ignite's return, and then yeah, I thought Chris was dumb, but as the grades say, maybe she's actually pretty smart with the whole speaker idea in that little subspace pocket dimension thing. And yeah, Trinity Resonance goes kind of crazy. Yeah, I liked that attack. It went kind of super mad. And yeah, Tiki's our lead-in, of course. And apparently Kasogtha likes my Discord shout out, which is nice. Because I basically just like give up at that point. So that's good that somebody likes it. Yeah, so as I've said multiple times now, our lead-in is the Tiki stuff. We've still got the Chris stuff bubbling under. She seems like she's just kind of like pushing it aside, thinking that she's in the right without considering anything, which I think is the wrong decision. She should consider Sonia's feelings in it all and do that side of it, right? And make sure that Stefan's okay, even if I still agree with her overall choice. Yeah, so that's clearly got some more stuff to do. But yeah, the Tiki stuff, the God stuff, there's a little bit of Elf9 stuff trickling away as well, but that's whatever, kind of with the linker, which will link into Kirika and Shirabe, of course. And I think that's enough. I think I'm just going to dive into episode 4 now, but not without the shill stuff. If you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I can do to improve my presentation, comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you'd like me to follow you back, and join the Discord. Love the Discord. Discord. And yeah, jumping into episode 4. Episode 4, I just said it. Yeah, episode 4 right now. Righty, okay, episode 4 up here ready to go. Let me pop that up there. I think I see a very, very sad young child with white hair. Maybe a Chris, potentially. This could be a flashback sequence, so just heads up that there is something on my screen and it's intriguing me. Yeah, D-Truck subs, picture in picture in the description below. Yeah, let's jump in. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, what is this? No, this definitely isn't. What is this? Okay. Excuse me? That was very rude. What is this? White hair is intriguing. I don't think Mum's gonna make it. She's looking very gaunt. Oh, Saint Germain, of course. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm like, who the hell is this? Yeah, okay. Bit of tragedy there. That's always good. Oh, get ready for the countdown, everybody. True. True fact. I'm definitely recording. Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, she's gone crazy. This is an underrated part, like cutting the candles. Like, I've never rollerbladed before, but is it like actual exercise, or is she just like kind of chilling? Yeah, the whole heart aesthetic is very interesting. Oh yeah, of course, I just saw the hearts in the actual episode as well. That's probably means we're going to do some transformation sequences and stuff for the evil team. Much like I see in the opening. Yeah, I'm trying to nail down what it is about this action that feels better. Is that Hibiki standing on her spinning top? That's kind of mad. Oh, is that a Horizon cannon as well, maybe? Yeah, she's got a bit of an evil streak, doesn't she? Pralati? Okay. I thought we were doing a god stuff. You're all very classy, aren't you? Oh yeah, I also saw like Cagliostro, uh, the concerts supposedly. I would think that's interesting, right? I didn't even think of that consideration for sure. Excuse me? All right, that's a suspect line. What would you know about it? You're like a weird robot. Excuse me? Okay, get us out of that scene. All right, good. We're back. What is this? Hello? Matsushiro? Exactly. Look at the eyes. Indeed. Okay. Yeah, lots of ties in there, right? Okay, for sure. Interesting. Yeah. Kamakura? Shut up, Kamakura. Okay. Guard the area. Just sit still, look pretty. Oh no. What'd you say? No. Let's go des? She thinks she's Mario for real. It's a scarecrow. Come on, man. No, they're not. She's just stupid. Yeah, it's a little bit underwhelming, right, isn't it? That's alright. She's inspired. She's trying to do the best she can. Oh, there's an actual person. Tomato? Tomato Granny? No, I mean, you have to evacuate though. They do look good. I'm not even like a tomato guy. Like eating a tomato like that's like insane to me. But as long as you're happy with it, I'm just eating tomatoes. Why not? Yeah, they're relic powered tomatoes. Oh, a villain has appeared. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, why? I guess. Yeah. Now that you say it, you're kind of like bubblegum ice cream then. No, we don't have any linker. No, I don't think this will work. I mean, you're right, but there's also like a civilian. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll be more your primary colored friends. Yeah, it'll be more danger if you put yourselves out of commission, right? Primary colors. Okay. Working alone has always worked in Symphogear, so that's good. A little bit of a transformation sequence for the boys? I think so. Indeed. Oh, I like the bow in that. That was actually kind of sick. I think her shoes are my favorite part. Got them that Dorothy drip. Oh, new song, of course. Missile surfing, because of course. This freaking grandma. Put the tomatoes down. We don't need them. How's she rotating the missile around like that? That's not. She's so cool. Yeah, she is. I'm sorry. Yeah, how is she doing that? That's not how missiles work. I would if I could. Oh, the sway. Estrogen? Oh, sorry, I just read the sub there. Little scream there in the vocal. So that all out attack. It's a big arrow. Teleports behind you. I'm here. I'm here to punch you. What? That smelled like an elbow. That was kind of sick. All right. I mean, are you fighting alone too? What are you talking about? Is that, yeah, it must be a movie reference. Oh, no, it's a sword. Yeah. Oh, she's so cool. All right, bye. Oh, okay. Implying a little bit of a transformation incoming, maybe. All right. I mean, we got out of that then. That was fine. I don't need two people to get water. I'm only hurting my soul. Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. You're an old person. That's okay. But we got them out. We had a focus on the people, and we got the people out of there. There's a lot of focus on these tomatoes. Do you not like tomatoes? Is she just like me for real? Is this a good tomato? It is a fruit, technically. Ooh, a metaphor. I love those. Excuse me? It's survival of the fittest. I know what she's trying to say, but it's funny. Darwinian tomato harvest. Yeah, I got the metaphor. It's fine. Okay. It's okay. Keep your head down in your homework. You'll be right. Kamakura. Imagining this is like the guy, right? Yeah. Oh, this guy's like evil. I see. Okay. Sorry? It's tough though. They don't have powers. Something even worse is interesting, yeah? I thought it was just trying to kill the girls. It may be like two bird, one stone type thing. Glorified secretaries at the moment. It's nice though. Like what's the word? Somebody that goes and gets the coffees. What is this? Yeah, I got that part. Are they going to need to look at some of the old research? Yeah, we saw a little bit of this, right? In a flashback from memory. You can't be too happy about that, Mum, right? Ooh. Mum's a hard motherfucker. Mamu. Okay, more Alkanoids? No, not the tomato lady. Everybody save the tomato lady. But we have to do something. Ooh. Our tomato metaphor, maybe under the greatest of stress, the tomato grows. Oh, just straight into Ignite. Okay, fuck them. Time to die. Indeed. What song, though? Okay. Third time this season, yeah? It's good. Unsheath. Are you gonna unsheath your new costume? Yep. Indeed. Oh, yeah, keep it in the frog's mouth, as you do. Are you guys gonna get transformation sequences too? Or is it just gonna kind of happen? And as we saw with Carol, like alchemists sing too, kinda, yeah? When they're doing this type of beat. What? Oh, okay. I thought she just got like disintegrated. Close on though, she isn't in a good way. Yeah, we're here. Indeed. I was trying to remember where I heard the term Faust robe. Yeah, it was with Carol. Not so small anymore. Oh, it's got like a string on it? Okay, it's kind of sick. What's the Japanese thing that you play with the ball on the string? It's kind of like one of those. Kendama? Kendama? Something like that? I guess this is a cool power scaling things, right? Because they're already in Ignite mode. Oh, is it going to reverse? Uno reverse card? Again, Iviki's just like disintegrated. She died. Yeah, exactly. And it's important that it's Ignite. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're building upon that stuff. Well, you need to get up first. Yeah, but I mean, you have a weird definition of that where you're like kind of, there was the whole refugee thing. Yeah, why not? What is that light? What? Is this Adam? Seemingly, yes. And he's fabulous? Oh, the kind of fedora. Lodge Master Adam Weish something. Oh no, he's hot. Excuse me? He's got his cock and balls out. But why? What are they looking for? Wait, he's gonna set off a nuke? Why? Oh, the girls, they're on their way. Yeah. The song again. It is a bop, though. No, but the tomatoes, you don't understand. She seemed intrigued by the working together line, though, right? Okay, that's pretty bad. Let's get the people out of here, please. Oh, look, they're saving their friends. That's nice. why, why, why did he throw a nuke? The blue, yeah? Why did it stop? Why did it stop right then and there? He's got a Dragon Ball? Wait, did he use all that energy that was in the... Oh, I see. Was that the thing that they were collecting? But why did it stop, yeah? When Maria's like, I'll save you even if it destroys me, there was a little bit of blue light? Or maybe I'm just like smoking crack. I don't know. That was a very ridiculous episode. I kind of loved it. The tomato lady is definitely a decision. It's very funny. And then Adam out of nowhere, just, full Monty. Cock out. Why not? Oh yeah, this song slaps too. I remember. Yeah, the other part there was that Sanjaman was pretty open to the working together part. Yeah, a little bit of analysis on that episode, I believe. So yeah, episode 4 done and dusted there. As I kind of said in the ED, a little bit of a ridiculous episode, if I'm honest. Just like moment after moment of me just saying, "What is going on?" I think I missed a lot of the context around. Is it Kamakura? Who's implied? That's like the Kazanari matriarch, right? Matriarch, patriarch, right? And he's seemingly in control of that mountain slash thing slash something, and then the UN's just using it. I need to get caught up on that because I didn't quite grasp that the way I should have. We're opening here with a little bit of a flashback that honestly I forgot about. It's Sanjaman, it's little Sanjaman. So I initially I only saw the first frame and I'm like, this is Chris because Chris, was like a child and then was like put into like bad situations as a child, and I was thinking it was one of those. But no, it's a different white haired character. Probably the eyes is the indicator, yeah, because Chris's eyes aren't blue, I don't think. But yeah, let's just dive in. I thoroughly enjoyed myself that episode. It was quite frankly ridiculous at points. Um, but in a good way. I really enjoyed myself. And yeah, we're definitely getting late now. Definitely going to do that episode tomorrow if I can. So please help my mother. Her fever won't go down. She's suffering so much. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, mum's not in a good way. Before even seeing the mother, who wasn't in a good way. Please help her father is kind of a mad line too. So this is the father, presumably. How dare you address me, you filthy slave? Worthless piece of trash, slaps the child. Don't get ahead of yourself just because that woman gave me pleasure. Like speedrun for the worst character in the show. Like he just cleared Ver in like 3 lines. In like 3 seconds of time on screen. That's crazy. How unlikable do you want to be? And yeah, it kind of adds to the whole tragic backstory thing we're seemingly setting up there. We're going in an interesting direction, yeah, because I think what we're going to end up doing is working together, maybe. Yeah, unless there's a good reason why we should fight, because that was kind of the implication from the Sun Jaman thing, which is just like, why are we fighting? If you're not trying to hurt people, if you're trying to do something good, then work together with us, and we'll help you do something good. That tracks, and it's also kind of great learnings from old seasons. We're kind of pinning right in on villain motivation initially, so we don't have to fight. Right? We're trying to get all the cards on the table early, so we don't have to do the thing we did the last couple of times. I think that's clever writing. So Mum's sick. She's out looking for food. Comes back after being taught what being a slave means by these 2 other people, and Mum's presumably just like cocked it. Look how like thin and she's skin and bones basically. This is like terrible. I'm gonna be dead ass. Put a picture of her up on. This looks like Cyberpunk Edge Runners lady, which is kind of mad. I was like, am I watching a different show? Because like the kind of character design here, especially the pointed nose, looks very Trigger to me right now. You could show me this screenshot, and I'd swear to high heavens that this was Lucy. I believe her name is Lucy, from Edge Runners. Lapis, that which harnesses the power of alchemy to right the laws of this world rife with oppression. Of course, you feel passionate about that, considering the scene we saw before. So yeah, this is the power we're going to use to change the world, to stop the oppression, to stop the curse of Balal. Supposedly, that's our motivation. Um, yeah, and then into opening, and we pan to the other side. I think I've talked about kind of the magical girl element to the love hearts and all that. I think it's all very classic, and we got to see him in action just before, if only briefly. This was a cursed scene, like the first scene back from the opening. Like you're super horny for Adam, which is weird. and then like Cagliostro's just making like a bunch of sex references too, and then Preladi's just like looking bored in the corner. I honestly, it was chaotic as hell, and I don't know if I liked it. I don't. I didn't enjoy this one. Also, this episode is forgive my butchering. Chrysopoeia? Poeia? Not my strong point, pronunciation. That's why I made a channel where I talk all the time. So yeah, I think I was like talking bullshit over the top of this, but this basically explains the end. So they're doing false robes. They're basing it off data from Carol from the chateau. Yeah, makes a lot of sense building upon the previous season in a pretty believable way, considering the Bavarian Illuminati's involvement in what she was doing. So yeah, the implication here, Cagliostro, using the metaphor of protection, wants to go in and fight immediately, is itching for a battle before the Faust robes are even ready. I don't want to talk about this line though, that's a bad touch. No. Cool, so this is the part where I need to pay attention. We're evacuating everybody from this area, yeah? And then I'm going to read a little bit more. Before the end of World War II, the military chose to relocate their headquarters here to Matsushiro. So this is a military headquarters. It also housed the predecessor to the Special Disaster Response Unit, which is what they were in the first season, correct me if I'm wrong? Yeah, the secret Kazanari Institute, and that's why the Kazanari Patriarch is kind of incensed about kind of somebody else, a foreign force encroaching on the land. As Japan was short on natural resources, they sought a means to turn the tides of war by researching the powers of relics, such as Amano Habakiri, Nehushtan, Ichival, Gungnir, the whole works, basically. So yeah, we're trying to kind of decrypt the Valverde documents, I think they are, using the same method that Nazi Germany employed during the war. So then later in the scene, it's like, are they after these documents? Are they after the girls themselves, or something far more nefarious? Don't know. I don't know what Adam was doing. He kind of just got like a big nuke and just like threw it at the ground. It was kind of crazy. So that's why we're here, the cipher machine. Got it, okay. Because I'm like, why are we here? And then we're evacuating the area because it may be dangerous. It may attract the attention of evil forces, such as Cagliostro. And then, yeah, why are we evacuating the people? It is not the people we must protect, but the country, which is completely in contrast to everything Symphogear stands for, which makes me think it's something coming from further up. It's something coming from a big Kazanari guy. Kamakura, I think his name is. And hence the kind of pained eyebrows by Genjiro here. Okay, I'm starting to understand. Turns out you should read the dialogue when you're watching the episode. That normally helps. So, yep, there's going to be a briefing. These three are going to stay and guard the area. What are we going to do with the other three? We're going to send them on their merry way to kind of distract them. You go search for people and help them evacuate. This is pretty humorous. I like the cut away from the serious stuff to them with the binoculars out in the fields. I think that's pretty good. First thing we see is the tomatoes, which will become a very, very important kind of metaphor for the growth of these characters throughout this episode and the next, I believe. Saving the tomato lady. It's all about the tomato lady. This is like new levels of stupid for Kiriko, though, like thinking this obvious scarecrow is a human. Like, come on. What are we doing? You're not like 4. Let's Go Des is pretty good though. I'll pay that. Like Shirabe has to be frustrated with her stupid girlfriend, right? Or wife at this point. It's hard to say. Like scarecrows are quite realistic these days. You know, you know. Oh, but this is kind of sad. I missed this. Like Kiriko kind of justifying her overactive trying as kind of making up for the fact that she can't help in the way that she's supposed to with the gear. Okay, that's kind of sad. I like that. But then 2 slaps on the face. I'm gonna get myself back into it, and then run into an actual person. Gotcha. It's interesting that they use tomatoes as a metaphor here, because I said in the reaction, I'm not really a tomato guy. I'll eat a tomato, like if it's in a salad or something. But like taking a bite out of one, that's just so foreign to me. Like you could literally make it any other vegetable or fruit. Like why tomato? Anyway, I digress. Pretty nice little character animation on eating the tomato into like being very, very happy about the tomato though. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. And then, ambushed by Cagliostro because that was set up before. It's Team Neapolitan. I guess I can see it. One's got black hair, that'll be your chocolate. One's got kind of strawberry hair with the pink with the Maria. And then kind of vanilla with kind of the blonde hair, I guess. I don't know. I'd associate vanilla more with white, but you tried. There's something there. You got the Neapolitan team versus the primary color team. Okay, but yeah, it's like she's basically calling you guys shit at fighting. Like you're melted ice cream. It's no fun fighting you. And she's kind of right. We have to have the three actual ones with powers to show up to save them at the end of the day. This is nice growth though. Like nice smear there too. They go to grab the gears. Maria's like, "Hey, don't do that. That's stupid. She's goading you on. It's way more important that you guys stay like alive and active and able to move than stopping her right now." And they were still able to save the person in the end, right? I think what's important here is they're not goaded on by a taunt. And what's important later on is that they're inspired by saving their friends. It's keeping people central to the conflict is the important part here for the characters. Cagliostro is kind of mad. She just like goes out on her own and tries to kill people like very often. Not really kind of falling into line with the group in that way. Not really subservient, just kind of does her own thing. This is our Chris pop-off moment. We get a Chris song, which is always a joy, along with a Chris transformation sequence. This one was pretty well done. I actually really liked this one. Kind of first thing we see, tracking shot down the body, into like, I love grabbing the bow into like putting that onto the hand. That's awesome. That's really good, well done. And of course, focus on the shoes. The shoes are fabulous. They are heels, though, and we do not like heels. Let me even get the pen out. Show you how much we don't like heels. Boo, heels. We hate heels. Boo. And this pose at the end's fun, too. Just like, haha. And yeah, new Chris lyrics. Wake up, honey. There's new Chris lyrics. Now it's my turn, the living weapon missile surfer. That is what you do. You surf the missile in a way that just does not make sense to me. But again, we're Symphogear. We can do what we want. Like saying missile surfer as she starts to missile surf too. I'll kiss you with bullets till I'm out of ammo. I'm a hit girl with a 100% chance to send you to heaven. Hey, yo. At least they're going to heaven. That's nice. Where's the cherry that wants to get their heart shot out? Bang, bang, yeah. Chris lyrics, ladies and gentlemen. Kirik is me. We're saved. She's so cool. She is so cool. The world is unfair, just like I always thought. I'm sure the enemies got their reasons, but they've drawn their weapons too. Yeah, okay, that's way more serious. Like, the world sucks because I'm Chris, and I think the world sucks right now in my character arc. The villains may have a point, but they've drawn their weapons too. They were, first blood there. So now I'm going to get my revenge. Like, not great, like, ethically, but it's what she thinks right now. Once you fire your bullets, they won't stray. I can't go back to the past where I admired the moon. Excuse me? And I can't go back to the past where I admired the moon. Yeah, I guess. These days I ask the clock about my future as I hide the pain inside me. Yeah, these aren't funny, these are terrible. Oh no. I love this attack too. Kind of this animation with the arms into that. That's very well done. Like, shoutouts to that. That's cool. Just kind of I can hear them singing into, I think the song ends here as we kind of bring all three girls in and end the conflict. So bring out the big guns, teleports behind you, but no, wait, this was bait because Hibiki's also here and she's going to like elbow you in the chest. Yeah, look at Hibiki. She's like, "Wah." That's like sick. This is obviously a reference, right? Unite the inner three harmonies with the outer three, and thus my fist becomes the spear of 6 harmonies. Sure, whatever you say, Hibiki. I think she even like says it's a movie reference, damn it, or something to that effect. Yeah, movies have all the answers. Of course they do. And then wall behind you, and then like just perfect, right? Because the audience notices it at the same time. It's like, what's this little reflection down here? Oh shit, it's Tsubasa. It's Tsubasa's sword. So team primary colors are here. Get a little voice memo from Sanjiman. You've had enough playing the Maverick. Return at once. Like, okay, so she is subservient in that way. Kind of just, I guess Sanjiman just lets her go and do what she wants as long as she's not like ruining anything. And come back. Okay, I will. Alright, that's nice. I like that. And I'll be attending the next ball in my lovely new clothes. Yes, you will. Yes, you most certainly will. And now we have Tomato Lady. We go to get her some water, and then she explains the metaphor, which is nice of her. So offers Maria a tomato. She initially refuses, but she comes around eating the tomato eventually. So, okay, kind of hesitates on the first bite. Maybe she's like me. She doesn't really like tomatoes that much. And then, oh my god, it's like it's a fruit or something. Well, I mean, it is, but it's sweet. It doesn't taste bitter like other tomatoes. And here's the metaphor: the harsher a tomato's environment, the sweeter it grows. So the more kind of effort and pressure and kind of we let it go and make its own mistakes and do all that kind of thing and try some things and really have the determination to pull through, it'll get stronger in the process. I'm guessing this is what's happening with Kiriko Shirabe and Maria right now. Deny it water as long as possible, i.e. Linker, and it'll turn sweet all on its own. Hopefully that's what happens. We don't need to rely on Linker. Won't it shrivel up? Being too soft on it actually does more harm than good. Okay. And I'm thinking that the harsh conditions are what we see at the end of the episode. And then she really makes sure that the audience knows, people are just the same as tomatoes. And then, the people that didn't already figure it out should figure it out by now. All right, and then we get a call from Kamakura, and he's looking very, very scary. There he is, in shadow even, with the scary hair. You disappoint me. Not only did you let them breach the lockdown, you allowed them to escape with their lives. You should have murdered them. I allow the use of the facilities to indebt the UN to us. There's a reason for it. There's a family reason for it. You should know about this, Genjiro. However, I cannot allow a cornerstone of national security to be endangered for any reason. Don't let them lay a foot on Yashima ever again. Yashima, supposedly the area? Am I wrong? No, Matsushiro is the area. What is... Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. This is a nice touch, now that I'm not making jokes about it. They're helping any way they can. So these two, Elf9 and Tomosato, Blue Friend, they're working on the decryption, most probably, right? Or something akin to that. Maybe Elf9's doing some linker stuff. Late into the night, get them a nice warm beverage. That's just good. It's good friend stuff. Helping any way they can. And here's where I really see the neckties. Yeah, look at them. Like color. Excellent. Love it. So Elf9 has to go into some research on old test subjects in the same FIS program as Maria and the rest. I think that's what the scene implies. Trying to get kind of Linker ready as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, this brings back some memories for Maria. And of course, this is building on our tomato thing, right? If you're putting this much stress on yourself over and over again, and you come out the other side, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's essentially it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Like, this is still terrible, obviously, right? It's like essentially a human experiment on like a child. But she's come out the other side, and that's meant to be inspiring, I think. Giving up is not permitted here, no matter how thorny the path. You decided to try and pursue justice. Yeah, and then this is building on, this line specifically, is building on a lot of G stuff, right? Like, no matter how thorny the path, she took the wrong kind of advice from this, right? She's like, okay, the thorny the path must be Ver's methods, right? They don't feel right to me now, but they must be in service of the greater good, and this must be the thorny path that Mum was talking about, where no, he was just evil, and you're being manipulated, kind of. And then, Symphogear style, straight into the next conflict, because why not? Why should we wait? So Tsubasa's team can take care of the kind of threat. The Alkanoids will help the civilians evacuate. That's not what eventuates. You actually put on the gears and try to help that way. Don't do anything stupid. They kind of do. And then this is important. We pan down to the ground level. They're fighting the Alkanoids. Immediate ignite mode, right? We need to go into ignite mode to show to stop them as quickly as possible and try to help the civilians. But it's actually a little plot trick we use, right? Or plot power scaling. What would we call it? It's a nice little bit of the story, I thought. We know that ignite mode is strong. We have seen it be strong. We've seen it be the definitive thing that changes the tide in a battle before, right? If we're already in that, there's no level to go. And if we're getting beaten at that level, then that shows how much stronger this next level of competition is. This is the kind of stuff we needed, right? We needed our enemies to have a step up, and they most certainly did. Not to mention Adam with the fucking atomic bomb, atomic bomb. And yeah, that is definitely another step up even from what we saw before. It's like the third time we've used this song, and it's good, don't get me wrong. We kind of used that FIS song again as well. I'm thankful because I don't have to read lyrics, and I'm ready for bed basically because I'm very tired. But yeah, just reuse the songs. I mean, they're good songs, so reuse them. But also, like, did we see more unique music up to this point in any other season? Probably not. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. I don't know. It's a weird one. So yeah, Ignite mode's cool, but what I have is even cooler. And then yeah, we have these now. We have the Lapis something. So Tsubasa, Soaring Phoenix, again, a very powerful move that was definitive in a battle early in the season, or early in the show, I should say, is just immediately like not a threat at all. It like completely puts her out of commission, like upon reflection. That's pretty strong. It's very strong. And yeah, you get a nice I don't know what you call this. It's a pretty common technique though. It makes it look like she gets disintegrated though, which isn't accurate. So yeah, the three of them have Faust robes. Shock horror. It was a shock for me because I didn't read the start of the episode, so that's on me, I guess. It's also in the opening, so you can't really miss it. Yeah, I'm gonna check. Hold up. Yeah, is this not a big kendama? I think it is. That's kind of funny. It kind of fits with her little. She's got the plush toy plus the other toy as well. That makes sense. I like the moon in the background too. That's actually kind of neat. So yeah, now Chris is out of commission too. Kind of gets destroyed by Cagliostro there, and then Sanjaman shoots Bullet, curves Bullet back, Bullet stays behind Hibiki and blows up and destroys her. And same effect as Tsubasa. Big old explosion. Things are looking bad for our heroes. So Faust robes united with the Lapis thing. It's the Philosopher's Stone in with the alchemy. It's the pinnacle of everything we have going on. You're fucked, basically. And we use some data from the chateau, presumably with Carol's Faust robe, to make ours better. Like, these are better than Carol's, and we have 3 of them. I don't know why I held up 2 fingers. Yeah, that's great power scaling. That's very, very good. Like, it's very, very important in a show like this that things like this make sense. Why are they struggling against this enemy versus the enemy previous in the show? If there's an imbalance there, it's like, well, they have no shot of winning. But if you go the other way, it's like, why are we struggling? And it really breaks kind of the reality of the universe of the show. I think this is very well done. All right, so hear me out here, right? Hibiki's like, hey, we're going to stop you hurting people bad, which is true. That is true. Not Cagliostro, Sanjaman. All we wish for is to free mankind. Nonsense that we want to hurt people. That's not something we want to do. But what about like the weird proxy war you set up in the refugee country where you like outed the leader essentially to get what you wanted? Didn't that hurt a lot of people in the process? Did the ends justify the means there? I don't know. That's a little bit weird. It's weird that you don't even consider it a problem. It's weird that you're collecting lives in this big old ball. I guess you've got your eye on the prize because of your backstory, right? You need to get this done no matter the cost. You're mirroring Mario in G kind of as well. But yeah, we seek to break the chains of oppression. And this is interesting, the line from Hibiki here, and I think this is a direction that we may go. Free mankind? Then can't you tell us how? Can't we work together? That sounds like something we should both be working on. Like, work together? Like, a little bit of a question there, right? Like even considering it for a second, right? And then Sanjaman, let's finish. And then, oh no, that light in the sky. It's a giant flying naked man. Tiki feels something. She feels it in her heart and probably other places as well. Adam's on the loose. Look at him. I'm glad we have a genuinely fabulous villain again. I love them going full ham with these people, these villains. And he seems to be like a real scenery chewer. He's already a personal favorite. Just going like full on naked, showing everybody what he's got, and then shooting a big nuke out of his hands. It's just good writing, I think. I'm transmuting gold. We're alchemists, are we not? And then, yeah, builds this giant ball of light in the air. What's going on? Clear the area. He's using alchemy to trigger nuclear fusion? That's bad. That's really bad. And in the process, we're also detecting all three of the FIS girls' kind of relics on the field. And here they go. They're kicking ass. Okay, this is cool. Like, even the alchemists, right? They're like surprised by this. Let's get out of here before you get caught in the, again, I'm not going to try with the word, the big explosion. So it's not part of the plan. He just kind of showed up. The fireball's estimated destructive power is 10 megatons. Oh no. Like, it goes from 0 to 100 very, very quickly here. And then, yeah, as I said before, we're justifying the transformation because we're saving basically the rest of the cast from dying in a nuclear explosion. That's a pretty good reason to not use Linker and activate your gears. So I wanted to bring up this, right? So he throws the explosion. It's going that far, right? I'll save you even if it destroys me. The blue, yeah? The blue. It's all about the blue. What is the blue? Because I'm thinking this is like miracle power, right? This is like that Hibiki bullshit. This is that Fist 1 Reason 0 type beat. For all intents and purposes, our heroes should die here. They're caught in a nuclear explosion, but because of this blue energy, I think they're going to make their way out. I think it also limits the explosion from affecting other people, such as the tomato lady, who's in that camp a little bit further on. Yeah, right here, right now, right? Like, this should have exploded even further and killed everybody here. And yeah, okay, so the thing in his hand, I think it's implied to be the big collection of souls that that the alchemists had before. So use that to make this explosion. This was meant to be big, and it didn't go as quite as far as we thought. Did I mention he's naked? He's very, very naked. Is that all it amounted to? Life's so damn cheap. You definitely seem like a good guy. Evil laugh into ED. Very, very cool. And as I said before in the intro, I'm relatively confident that I'll get another episode out tomorrow. But if not, this episode was very, very fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing more whenever that will be. Kind of the intriguing parts to go on from here is kind of that truce that's maybe put on the table, yeah? It'd be an interesting direction to go, considering they're still fighting in the opening. So I don't think that's quite where we're going. Like without conflict, what's going to happen? Right? Is Adam going to be the conflict? And yeah, I'm imagining the girls making out because of the blue. Shoutouts to the blue. Yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not, adios forever. But yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Now, who am I kidding? Of course, we had to come back. The last thing I saw was a man flying in the sky naked, throwing a nuke at the ground. Of course, I have to watch more. So yeah, it is the next day. And I don't see any reason to stop and worry about anything. I'm just going to keep going with the next episode. 23 minutes, 40 seconds on this one. Picture in picture. D-Truck subs. Let's get into it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Okay, no, it wasn't muted. It's just very quiet in the first second. Okay, we saved people though. I remember that. There was the blue. So I'm imagining our characters aren't dead. That's good. That's a hand, and it moved. Okay, Shannon's Chris. How about other people? How about the FAS goals? Oh, the Kazanari was entirely destroyed. Okay, Kirika's nice. Okay, that's good. Should be okay. She was actually the only one I was hopeful for. All right. I mean, Kamakura isn't going to be very happy about the destroying of the mountain, right? They did survive a nuke. Very cool. It'd be a very, very interesting decision if they were dead. So I didn't really get the tension of them being alive or dead, because of course they're alive. But sure. I'm more interested in how. That's the question, right? Oh, I missed the countdown. That's sad. I love the countdown. Yeah, how evil can you be? Like in the back there, right? There's no coffee informing this recording session, which a lot of my sessions normally are, so we'll see how I go. It's normally when I'm probably talking as fast as I am, hopped up on caffeine. I do like Mario's railgun. Yeah, I feel stupid. It's not a hammer, obviously. Yeah, okay. That's way smarter. That's a way more interesting fighting style too. On a string, like you're swinging it around almost like a mace. Also, look at that there. So we get to see Tiki and Adam now. We lost. That's no good. Yeah, he was pretty fucked up. I'm not even going to try. Adam. Of course you would know about it, right? Yeah, they most certainly did. Indeed. Okay, yeah. It's a perfect counter. Okay, so that's definitely why we're using Ignite mode as well. Okay. It's like diametric opposites. Yeah, miraculously, huh? Or if I can speak. I'm not even going to try to say that again. Miraculously? It's better. They also got hit with a nuke. The blue! Think about the blue. Yes, sir. Yeah, but it was too slow. What is that? Is he going to Skype us again? Do you have anything to say about it, Sabasa? No? Cursed. No. Please, stop. But you got out. It was okay. What? Surveillance frog? What's he reading? Voice prints of the god. I mean, it's true. You did that. What are you going to do then? Yeah. The god thing, right? Okay. Doesn't sound ominous at all. Uh, what are we doing? This feels like training, right? Because we didn't have any lead in, so. Alright. Kirika transformation sequence. Also, you don't want to know how long it's taken me to get Kirika and Shirabe's names the right way around. I've had to edit, like, me calling them the wrong thing, like, a ton of times. Oh, the scream. I like that. Okay, that's relatively well animated. I actually really liked that one. I'm the goofball from hell? Alright, these lyrics. Okay. I mean, that's all well and good. But where's your link at? Oh. Big banana? I've had a big week for bananas. What is happening? Okay. That's pretty bad. She's ate shit. Yeah, okay. Good. It was training. Alright. But the apple, you gotta understand. They're on their grind set. Just let them go. Let them do their thing. Elfenine's like just there. Oh, you hypocrite! Yo, that's pretty dramatic. Sure. Yeah, the apple. Think about it. You would know all about that. Oh, a lot of trust in Elfenine, putting the pressure on. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to give him any credit, but sure. How so? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Okay, so the blue didn't stop the explosion. The explosion was just small because of the limited amount of souls or whatever. Yeah, the final piece. Excuse me? Are we going to go into VR? Huh? What? Yeah, I thought that's what it said too. Is this a good idea? Oh, it can kill people. That's good. All right, put it all on the line then. Sure. I mean, she's right. Okay, mom, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Thank you, Elf9. Oh no. Kamakura. The rain too. Oh no. I see. We saved the apple lady though. I keep saying apple. It's tomato lady. I'm losing my head here. Bro, we hate this guy already. Get up and punch him in the head. Shut up. He doesn't agree, I don't think. We hate this guy. He needs to die. Excuse me? When I loaded up the episode today, I can't say I thought this is where it was going. Then what is this? Some kind of fair? Okay, they're just trying to have crepes to get their mind off of it. Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell is it? Well, you only ate one part of it. Okay. Oh, Miku's here. She's kind of staring off into space. I can do both. Why is Stefan on the news? Oh. Okay. But that also means Sonya's here, right? Yeah, you'll put in an unwinnable situation. It's fine. I think you did a really good job. Bro, the can was ascending me. What? What is this going to look like? Great. Awesome. It's like full on sci fi mind meld shit. Oh, Apple Song. It returns. Oh, in extreme backstory? I like her hair when she was little. Mum? Oh, because you can feel it too. Does that mean that Elf Nine's gonna have to like go through the same struggles essentially? So wait, was that Mom? Because Mom's just like evil. Why is she like whipping kids? Don't know. Yep, awesome. Cool. Drink this, it'll be cool. Yeah, that looks like Mom. just evil. Or carrying her like a stuffed animal for her too. We hate the noise. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Oh, don't fall. Poor Elf9. Okay. What are we doing, Maria? Is Maria present in her own dreams? Oh. There was nothing embarrassing in them. Which Maria are you? Yeah, okay. You're present in your own consciousness. Yeah. Oh, she's doing like flip shit. Yeah, but then what's this a memory of? I'm not going to try to make sense of it. Oh, yeah, let's get naked. Yeah, okay, so this is the song from before, too. Danger? Oh, it's snowy now. That's actually nice. Okay, I like that. What is that? Why did it say danger as well? Well, one of them is. There's not as much danger on the other side. Oh. What? It's like some kaiju shit. There's a specific like Godzilla with the multiple heads thing, right? In that universe. I'm blanking on it. I'll look it up later. Oh, the scepter. Okay. Bunch of nice toys that Tiki had hidden. Oh, in Valverde. Okay. Yeah. Now, you have at least two friends. Okay. Just go punch it, Hibiki. It'll be sick. She just ate like the plastic too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Kiss. Okay. Hopeful. But also leading into the ED, right? Well, I really fucked up the timing on that one, huh? Because now I'm gonna need to wait a week between that. Where we're yeah, okay. Yeah, I really stuffed that up bad. Did I? It's fine. I guess both things were kind of in between conflicts. Just I thought that the Adam one would continue a little bit more, and it just didn't. Where this one may have a chance of just doing the same thing again, where we just go into something else completely different. I don't know. But what did we learn that episode? Not a great deal, really. Like, we're still struggling with the whole linker thing, trying to be helpful. Elf Nine's taken a step up, taken a bit of action in the situation. Hibiki's still a little bit, just worried. Probably worried about the Chris stuff, worried about now the whole Sanjaman, trying to avoid the conflict. The last line there is intriguing too. Oh, okay. Mario? Why? But why though? Why? Why can't we kill him? Why can't we ever be rid of him? Oh man. Now we got like Heart the I don't even know how else to describe it. But he's not dead. Well, kind of. But he is. But he's not. He exists in dreams now. He's like a Freddy. It's like Freddy Krueger. Anyway, analysis. So yeah, as I said, episode itself, not much to say on it. That little post credit scene definitely got me though. Yeah, it's kind of the first chapter of a bigger fight where that was our cool off period, and then we're leading into a bigger conflict again. Seemingly got this kaiju thing that we need to deal with. Oh, I should look that up actually. King Ghidorah, I believe. But obviously it's also like Hydra adjacent too with the multiple heads. Yeah, I wonder what we're going to call it. It was clearly based off a relic, so there's something going on there, probably historically. I wonder if it's going to be invincible, like the snake. Are we going to need Hibiki to super punch it again? I don't know. But yeah, I'll talk about stuff when I see it. I guess this episode it was a bit all over the place, honestly. So for me, this opening scene doesn't really work because I inherently knew that we weren't going to kill anybody. So it's just kind of like not a lot of tension in it when we're just discovering if people are alive or not. There is a good decision to not have music. Gives it a real ominous, like, I guess we lost type feeling to it, right? It's like we're picking up the pieces. I guess the main tragedy here is the base itself, right? It's compromised. It's done. It got exploded. We can't use those Valverde documents anymore, or decipher them anyway. And Kamakura's mad. Kamakura. The Kazunari bloke that's really evil and mean and old. So yeah, that's kind of the fallout, if not character death. That then, And so I got something wrong. The blue is more of an indicator to linking sync rates or raising sync rates and making the gear better and work without linker, right? The blue has nothing to do with the same like miracle energy. I guess we're talking about this season, kinda. You know what I mean? Like like what Hibiki did when she was able to punch a hole. Is that the same blue? I should go back and have a look. Yeah, no, there was no blue off to speak about in this, so maybe I was just high and drunk and stupid when I thought that. So I don't know. The blue's only associated with Mario. Yeah, so I guess the limiter on the explosion itself was the amount of souls. We didn't have enough to go and destroy the tomato lady and the girls themselves, but we had enough to destroy the base, which is kind of what they were after anyway. Kinda, sorta, kinda. This was pretty interesting, kind of contrasting Ignite mode and that side of it with the Philosopher's Stone and kind of powering up the Faust robes. It makes a lot of sense that, hey, remember Carol? She prioritized this tech over Dainsleif because Dainsleif wasn't as good. So now we see why. This is why. when there's 3 of them and they're fully powered, they just kind of completely cancel out ignite mode, and you know, we move on, right? So we need to get stronger some other different way. We need to push beyond the boundaries of what we currently had as our power scaling to something even beyond. That's kind of the challenge now. So yeah, I think this is all very clever, the way we're writing this and justifying certain power levels. Yeah, we're calling it the natural enemy, and I think that's pretty apt. We're going to need to watch out for these Philosopher's Stone powered Faust robes, kind of the love heart jewelry piece things. So yeah, if we need to catch up, base is destroyed. We didn't translate the documents. We didn't decipher any of that stuff. Everything's fucked, and Granddad is mad at us. This is a cursed image, and he's kind of giving me like faux intellectual vibes, where he's like, disregard women, focus on books, focus on your studies, kind of energy. I don't know. He's kind of winning me over and disgusting me at the same time. He's a very interesting character, Adam. I'm unsure yet. So what's the point of this scene? Essentially, it's just a bit of a rendezvous between the evil team. Hey, we didn't achieve our goal of destroying the Symphogear users. They're still alive and well. What gives, Adam? You almost destroyed us in the process. Adam kind of apologizes and goes, hey, I'm going to leave the Symphogear girls to you. I'm going to go focus on more bigger plot stuff. That's I guess what we're getting at there. I do like Surveillance Frog though. Shoutouts to Surveillance Frog. Is this the? Yeah, it's a different frog. Okay, because that one's just like a plushie kind of, where this is like Surveillance Frog. This is the Hypnotoad. Tiki told me something useful. She gleamed from the stars. I'm imagining this has to do with the god and divine power, or whatever we're calling it. Yeah, give the divine power form. He's in his fedora, sure. And then this was weird, right? So we transitioned straight into this, and this gave me the indicator, right? Okay, if there's no establishing like Genjiro saying that there's some noise on the loose, then this must be training, and I was correct in that assumption, which was good. Yeah, and now that I look at it, it's less of a banana and more of like corn. It's like a corn noise. I don't know about that. Get a nice Kirika transformation sequence here, though. I thought this one was well done. You could call it a little bit framey, like there should be a few more frames in the animation, so it's a little bit scattershot. But I actually kind of liked it as a technique. You know, your brain, with animation, your brain kind of puts together a lot of things pretty quickly about how things should move. So if we're not hitting every frame perfect, then it's fine. You can figure it out. Like, it's all very snappy, this one, right? Like, there's just lots going on. And a little scream in the middle to boot. I liked that. That was good. Oh, yeah, and then these lyrics as well, which I kind of appeared in the moment as well. Kind of goofy. Kind of goofy. I'm the goofball from hell. Even the demons are afraid of me. Sure. And my spinning scythes of death, my pointy hat, and my slashing strokes are my trademarks. That's what being a dangerous death girl is all about. Death, right? These are very on the nose lyrics. But the whole time we have this kind of like lightning shit going on. Like, clearly the gear's not coping with what they're doing. But again, I'm thinking back to the whole tomato lady idea, right? I guess we need a feasible way of why this should work, other than just trying hard enough. But maybe we don't, right? Like, the ladies seem to imply that, you know, when put under stress, when put under pressure, you know, you come out on top. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you become able to become the sweet tomato, right? So I'm imagining this is going to apply to the girls in some way. I just wondered if we're going to have like a reason for their actual sync rates to increase, I guess we're calling it. Like them to get better with using the gears without linker. I'm playing a melody of love just for me and her. I want to be the sun that protects the moon. Oh, yeah, okay, alright. I wonder who they're talking about. The best I can do is shine now. We are one together. Let's share each other's warmth and all we have. And then death. No, pardon the pun. Just eat shit. And yeah, we call off the training. Yeah, I don't disagree with what they're doing. They're doing it in like a controlled setting, and they're trying to get stronger. Isn't that what training's all about? I guess they aren't very far off being in hospital beds. I guess that's the kicker, I guess. Yeah, this is interesting too. This is kind of a reflection of some of Shirabe's old stuff, right? You were blessed with a sync rate that that was really good without even knowing what it was. You didn't get put through the trials we were put through, you just got lucky. Don't act like you understand. It's almost hypocritical. You're being a little bit condescending, Hibiki. It feels like we're repeating ourselves a little bit, but it's interesting, right? It's still harboring these similar feelings later on about a different thing, right? Did we really learn our lessons last time? Yeah, like Hibiki probably needs to be better about being empathetic in these situations, right? And then, yeah, I don't even really blame Shirabe here. I think Hibiki's entirely in the wrong. That's funny. And then Maria vouches for them. I'll make sure they don't do anything dangerous, but I'll allow them to continue to train like this. But that leads us into the whole Elf9 thing about the trying to fight the right part of the brain to make the thing work, right? Yeah, putting the pressure on Elf9 initially to make more Linker or figure out the Linker recipe. And now it's interesting, right? So we give Dr. Ver a lot of props here, and now it makes sense with him appearing at the end of the episode as he does, because we're probably going to get the tip directly from Dr. Ver, right? When we beat him. I'm imagining because there's going to be a dream fight of some description with Elf9 and Maria trying to work things out there. And yeah, we're going to defeat Ver, and he's literally going to tell us the secret. That's kind of clever. I like that. I don't understand this part of it, so we need Maria's gear as kind of one of the missing pieces to find what we need to find. One of its abilities is the control of energy vectors, and that's what's been lighting up in battle. That was the aforementioned ability visualizing the electric signals between your brain and the gear. Gotcha. So whenever it goes blue, that's good. That means that we're doing the thing that we should be doing that makes us be able to have the sync rates to be able to use the gear indefinitely, right? It'll improve us to the level of the other girls if we focus on whatever's making this blue happen. Cool, then we go to like Elf9's like evil lab. Look at this. We're going to like dive into Mario's like dream memories and root around for a while. That sounds like fun. But it's also like, it's some of my favorite stuff in Symphogear when we do these little mind places, right? Like I'm thinking back to the first time we see Ignite Mode, right? And we get to see a little bit of the history of the characters and how that works, right? Think even back to some other stuff in GX where Carol is just thinking back on like her past and that kind of thing. Like it's a very interesting way to do your flashbacks and to fill out character, I guess, background and that kind of thing. Yeah, well done. I like this stuff. I'm here for this stuff, even if it is a little bit ridiculous. And I like this too. We need to introduce like what happens if we fuck up. We're gonna turn into vegetables. That's pretty bad. So we establish that, which gives a lot of the kind of Carol running away, not Carol, Elf9 running away stuff, a little bit more weight, which is good. Either way, both parties are keen to pursue this, so let's hop in, I guess. All right, so then we need like nothing but 2 or 3 lines from this guy to prove that he's the worst human ever, which is good. Lots of bad dads in this show for sure. I think he's got Top Dad covered. As much as I hate Top Dad, this guy's just like evil. So there's the Kazunari connection to it all. So you've lost the base at Matsuhiro, I believe it was called. Yeah, Matsushiro was destroyed. Keeping or destroying the secrets that we've been keeping since the war times, right? Since probably the dad was a little boy. We attracted a foreign threat and we failed to repel them at this critical time. You guys are being very subservient. I guess there's the whole Japanese culture around respect, which like I just don't see in this situation. This guy's like clearly evil. So then okay, we've got government boy. I forget his name. Tsubasa's fake dad. I will do all my power to pass the defense bill we discussed as soon as possible. So it's all about the defense bill. We need to dive into that a little bit more. Like clearly it's important for this guy. And then, just can't leave without a drive-by to my estranged daughter who's like, never known what real parenting is or anything like that, You're unfit to be a sentinel, just in case you were thinking about that at all. There's a little clap back here from Tsubasa though. I believe it's the spirit and not the blood that makes a sentinel. And then the dad just like has nothing for it. He just like walks away. I do like how ridiculous we're getting here. Like the candles are a nice touch. Like it's a little bit much. It's like we're doing it's like we're on like a Ouija board or something, right? Where we're summoning the dead. So whilst Elf9 and Mari are doing a dangerous procedure, we have the girls kind of coping and waiting on it, like eating the worst crepe possible. If you've ever had somebody close to you, somebody like family that are going in for something dangerous, that are maybe getting a test done, something like that, I can definitely relate to this feeling. Just trying to get your mind off it however you can and not being able to. Yeah, this is somewhat relatable to me. I liked this scene, and it's a frankly disgusting crepe too. Like just the flavors would not go together at all. So whilst that comedic jaunty scene is going on, we have Hibiki just like staring off into space, like I don't even know what. Um, this is like my last brain cell, just like all the thought power it can muster right there and then, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. She's still clearly caught up about the whole Sanjiman thing, the whole Chris thing, the whole everything, right? She's just thinking things through. Miku's being a good wife, just saying, hey, whatever it is, if it's cleaning your face from ice cream, or if it's anything else, I can help, right? Which is good, just to, not not like season one, not needing to know, just doesn't matter what, don't even need to tell me. But if you want to, I can try to help. I think that's a decent balance. But again, like Hibiki should probably just like speak her mind a little bit more too. I don't know. It's tough. This is weird too. Okay, so clearly Stefan, probably a refugee now, is coming to Japan. He's going to have an operation that's going to give him a prosthetic leg, and then maybe pursue soccer. In kind of a Paralympic sense potentially. I think they played at the Paralympics. Either way, he's going to continue to play, and that's what's important. This is clearly to get Sonya back in the country, so we can reconcile stuff with Chris a little bit more. But it's nice for him, This is seemingly the best ending possible. I feel like Chris is learning real time what Sonya had to do in the past and how she reconciled that kind of stuff as well. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there was never a right choice to begin with. It wasn't a choice that led to my parents' death. It wasn't a choice that led to Stefan losing a foot. Sometimes it's just the circumstances and we have to make the best of it that we can. It's never anybody's particular fault, and maybe we should be a little bit nicer to people, both in the past and the present. I don't know. It's a tough one. Cool. And then I think this is most of the interesting stuff in the episode happens in this little dream sequence. So Elf9 is essentially digging through Maria's memories, whatever form they may take. So this is giving some added depth to our little Apple song as well. It's being sung even way back when these two were just, playing around as very young siblings. Just having a ball. But again, that's like their happy place, right? Because they never actually had this, because mum's going to come in and then whip the shit out of her arm, like, a good mum would. And then, okay, this is another great point, right? This is on top of the whole vegetable thing. You get the pain that that Maria gets in the dream right here, right now. So whatever happens to Mario, you feel it too. That's the level of sync we're on. That also gives, we want to protect Elf9, obviously, right? It gives this like some extra meaning too. When anything bad that's happening to Mario, Elf9's feeling at least the same amount. So yeah, I'm imagining it's both physical and emotional. So when they're worried during the night, protective of her sister, Elf9's probably feeling the same thing. Yeah, it was interesting. There was kind of Maria up the top here, Serena determined, looking at kind of Nephilim, I thought it was too. I wonder what this is implying. I don't really know. But then, yeah, kind of snap out of it. Clearly a pain point, and then we go to this, abandoned city. The noise have taken over. Are these memories, or is this just like a representation of the mind? She dies in the dream. She dies in real life. Again, it's bad. She doesn't want to get hit by the noise. But then we hear a vocal from up above, and hey, look, it's Maria. It's Dream Maria, but not like in the dream. Conscious Maria in the dream, taking control of everything and understanding the situation that they're in. That's pretty cool. They're going to fight together. She's not alone in this. Am I wrong, or is her costume kind of different too? I don't know. I'm never good at this stuff. And then, yeah, we get the same song again, but we get to see a little bit more of Maria's fighting style, which is always fun. Just kind of using those two swords at the moment, jumping all over the place, doing a flip shit. Then we see danger on Maria's side, so that's bad. We go back to this first scene we saw in the dream sequence, and now it's all snow and kind of foggy and cold. I think that's a great change, right? To show a very quick contrast between the good and the bad parts of Maria's memory of how things went. And then we see this, and we get more context to this later on as the episode ends. But yeah, this is where we're left off initially. Big old portal, I guess. The boss is approaching. That's the kind of energy we get off of it. And then at the same time, just to add the tension with what, like 3 minutes left in the episode, there's more alkanoids detected, kind of at the bay, at the harbor. And then this is the image we get of it. It's clearly, as I've said, King Ghidorah, Hydra, lots of different shit. It's evil looking. It's probably the most menacing noise we've seen. I don't think it's the same one we saw where it creates the subspace pocket. I think it's going to be more similar to the snake. But the snake wasn't a noise, yeah, it was something else. I don't know, weird one. But it was probably one of the noise that were in like the weird scroll thing, remember that? It was probably, yeah, the next level of that. No, now I remember, we're justifying it with the little scepter, of course. Okay. So, yeah, we found it in the same opera house. It's clearly like a relic of note. Sanjaman thinks back to this interaction between Hibiki and herself, but then thinks like, we fight for a just cause, no for justice itself, therefore the ends justify the means, and I should continue doing what I'm doing instead of what Hibiki's saying, right? She doesn't understand. I can't afford to reconsider the steps already taken, even if I have to struggle alone. But you're not struggling alone, you've got two friends. But either way, we understand the motivations based on that short little backstory we saw at the start of the last episode, right? Like, we should understand why she's doing the things she's doing the way she's doing them, because in the past, when she's tried to get people to help, it hasn't worked. She can't rely on others, she needs to go alone. But yep, Hibiki gets the call. Hibiki, Chris, presumably Kuriko and Shirabe are going to do something, but not use their gears. They're going to go in and help. Miku, you should hide out in the school shelter. Miku calls out to Hibiki. Everyone has something that they can't afford to give up on. That doesn't mean I can afford not to win. Then you don't have to win, just don't lose. And then this face is awesome. Look at that, she loves it. Little blush too, okay. And then, yeah, there's a song in my heart, off I go to run to victory. And then, yeah, into the ED. Yeah, so that's hopeful, right? Miku gave her a little pep talk, little bit of a perk up. That's always nice. And then, of course, post-credit scene. How could I forget? Look, it's Ver. It's Ver, everybody. Apparently, he lives on in Maria's heart because, of course, we need a way to get Ver back in, however brief. We killed him off way too soon. He's an integral part to the show. Let's yeah. Fucking Ver, huh? Anyway, that's kind of funny. Yeah, as I explained before, it makes a lot of sense. He's just going to tell us the secrets, and we're justifying it with he still exists in Maria's heart, of course. Any excuse to get some Ver is a good excuse, I think, at this point, right? Now that he's not the central villain, it's just kind of funny when he shows up again. I think that's kind of good. I don't know. Clearly, from this, you can see that they regretted killing him off in GX because I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back again in the final season. Obviously, like at this point, it's on the cards. But yeah, he's clearly demented, and have to get ready for that. It's gonna be awesome. That's next episode jobby. So yeah, as I said before, maybe I've stuffed up the pacing a little bit, where I'm kind of in between a fight, but it's the best we can do. 2 episodes, they were both pretty good. Genuinely ridiculous. I like that we're getting a little bit of pace going. I like that the kind of alchemist girls are showing some genuine threatening aura to them now. They can actually hold their own in a fight, and as soon as we're moving it away from let's kill the Symphogear girls and moving it towards Adam's executing his master plan, I think it gets a little bit more interesting. This was definitely a little detour, the verse stuff that I'm looking at right now, but again, what can you do? We need to solve this linker thing sooner or later, and this is definitely a way to do it. Kind of a soft prediction would be that, hey, Maria can't be the only one to be fighting here, right? Is Elf9 going to pull out some stops? Are we going to see some Elf9 fighting ability? Are we going to see some Elf9
combat? Is it going to be based on Carol stuff, or is it going to be somewhat different? How is Elf9 going to fight? All these kind of questions, right? Yeah, I guess we'll see. Next week, Job, we'll see how many episodes. I think I've got a lot planned for the other slots on the channel, so we'll see. We will definitely see. So just show stuff before I leave. If you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I could do to improve my presentation, comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you'd like me to follow you back, and the Discord, join Discord. Love Discord, 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 Discord. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next week for more Symphogear Axis. Radio, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.